Hello and welcome to another project for Raspberry Pi 400. This time we are going to do the project on page 134 of your Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide. So I'm referring to this book here. In case you are wondering, this is actually this book which we used before, 4th edition. So just head straight away to chapter 6 on page 134. So we go ahead and construct this button on your breadboard and then add this in as well, this one. So you take this and put it into your breadboard and combine with this as well. So combining both of those circuits will give you this. So as you can see, I've combined both circuits together. I put in a button. This is a push button. That means when you hold the button, he completes the circuit. When you release, he disconnects the circuit, and the connection is like this. So as you can see here, the button, when it's pressed, it will complete the circuit from GP2 to ground. When you release the button, the GP2 and ground will be disconnected. So in the Raspberry Pi GPIO, when the pins are set to become an input, it is set in the default is normally high. So when you press the button, you will pull down the GPIO pin to low because of the ground. So that's how the button works in the Raspberry Pi GPIO. So we can use that to control anything we want. So for example, in this code here, you can use it to control a message. For example, let me comment out. So when you this code is also taken from the textbook itself. This is taken from this book itself. You can go down and get the code from here. So how it works is like this. You import the GPIO button class as well as the LED class, and then you instantiate two objects. The button class will be input. It is set on GPIO pin 2, and you save it to a variable called button. And then you also created an LED object using the LED class and set it to GPIO pin 25 for output, and you save the variable to the LED variable. Then you call the button class wait for press event handler, and so when it comes to this line 7, it will wait for you to press the button. So when the button is pressed, what happens is it will complete the circuit as I explained just now. It will complete this circuit will be completed, and it will pull the button GPIO, it will pull the GPIO pin from high, pull it down to ground, so it will set it to low. So that is what happens when you press a button. And then once it detects that, it will go to line number 8 and then print this message, you pushed me. At the same time, it will turn the LED to on. Since LED is connected to GPIO 25, which we did in the previous lesson, in the previous video, we constructed this circuit where we set the LED to pin 25 for output. So that's why in here, when you turn the LED on, it will turn the LED to become on. Then it will stay on for 3 seconds. After that, it will turn off. So this is how it works. Alright, so let's try it now. So I'm just going to give you one more look at the circuit which I built, in case you want to replicate this on your own. So as you can see from here, this is the button, the push button, and then one end of the push button here connects to ground. The white cable connects to ground. Now this whole vertical column is ground. and it's connected to the ground, which is here. This is ground, the red button, the red cable. So because you connected the red cable to this vertical column, this whole vertical column becomes ground. So any wires that connect to the vertical column is connected to ground. So this push button, one end of the pin is connected to ground. The other end of the pin for the push button is connected to the GPIO number 2, which is the orange cable, as you can see here, pin number 2. So that is what we are doing. We are connecting the other end to pin number 2, as you can see from the diagram over here. See this? This one is going to pin number 2. Okay, so now we take a look at that. So this is the orange cable is going to pin number 2. So that completes the circuit for the push button, right? So when you push the button, it will pull the GPIO pin from high to low because of the ground. The white cable is connected to ground. So when you complete the circuit by pressing the button, you are pulling pin 2, which is from high, pulling it down to low because of ground. So once that is detected, your code will then continue. It will continue to line number 7, line number 8, sorry. So line number 8 will print the message, you push me, and then it will turn LED on. So LED will turn on because your LED here, which has got 2 legs, as we have seen in the previous video, the longer leg here is connected to the resistor. And let me look at the other angle. So this longer leg here is connected to the resistor. This is a longer leg connected to the resistor, and the resistor is connected to the white cable. The white cable goes to pin 25, GPIO 25. Right? Now the other leg of the LED, which is a shorter leg, the cathode, will go to the green cable. The green cable will then connect to the ground, which is this column. Okay, so that completes the circuit for the LED. Alright, so now let's give it a try. So to run this program, just click on the run button here, and then now coming back to the circuit, just press and hold the button and let go. You see that? So the light will be on for 3 seconds and then it turn off. Why? Because of the code. There is no loop here, so it only runs through one round and then stays on for 3 seconds. The light stays on for 3 seconds and it goes off. So to improve this code, and you can also see here, it prints out the message, you pushed me. Okay, let me try that again. So I'm going to run one more time, and now I'm going to press the button, and as I press the button, the light will come on, and at the same time, look at the bottom, the message popped up, you pushed me. See that? So this you push me message is coming from this print statement here, and then shortly after that it turns the LED on. Okay, so how can we improve this code to make it loop? Very easy, just add the while loop. So to do that, we can add a while loop here, while true, create a perpetual loop, while true while true, and then you indent all this, select all this and tap, so it indents. So now this becomes a perpetual loop. Okay, so over here, because this is a while loop, you have to take this out. We don't want to keep instantiating this, so we cut this and put it outside the loop. So this part of the code, if you put outside, needs to be run only one time during the initialization. Once you initialize it by setting the object's button to input on pin 2 and LED as output for GPIO pin 25, you don't have to keep doing it in a loop. So in a loop now, you are just going to wait for the button. That's all. So let's try it. So click run, and then over here I'm going to push my button, and the light comes on 3 seconds and then it goes off, and at the same time it also shows the message you pushed me. What happens if I press the button again? The light comes on again and the message you pushed me shows up a second time. Let's try one more time. The light comes on again, light comes on, and the third time the message comes on, you push me. Try one more time. Light comes on 3 seconds and the message also comes up, you push me. So now we have improved the code by putting a loop here, so it is running in a perpetual loop. So to stop this code, just click on the stop button here. That's all. Alright, so this concludes the project, the second project for Raspberry Pi 400. I hope you enjoyed. So go and give it a try for yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.